My name is Christopher Stillar. I'm just your average, ordinary guy. I've been married to my high school sweetheart for over 20 years, and I'm the father of 4 children. I live a typical life, ordinary in every way. Oh yeah, did I mention? I hear and see dead people. I'm a spiritual medium, and this is my story. In the mid-90s, a traumatic and serious health crisis, combined with the death of my beloved grandmother, changed my life in ways I could never have predicted. Now it is I who is changing lives. Real people in real pain, dealing with unimaginable grief, getting the chance to connect one more time with those they loved and lost. Changing people's lives and healing their souls with the help of their loved ones in spirit is my daily work, it's my passion, and my life's purpose. Welcome to my world, and welcome to Seeking Spirit.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I'm here to see Chris for the first time. I've never been to a medium before, and I'm hoping to hear from my dad, who just passed away recently.
Welcome, Michelle. Thanks for coming. So what I want to start off with is, I'm not sure if I have 2 people or 3 people. I think 2 is what I want to say. And again, these may not be the people right out of the box that you want, I'm hoping, but you never know. I have to tell you, I have an older female that I've been feeling since I finished my last reading and then I met you out front. All I can tell you is I've had an older female. I don't know if it's mom or what, but there's a maternal energy with her for sure in the way that she's coming through. Something, I don't know what it means. I feel like whether it's health related or not, something happened fast or quick is the way she brought this through, and I don't know if something affected the chest region or this part. It was kind of bizarre, but I literally felt like something fast or sudden happened right here is the feeling. I can't say that I feel like an accident or impact, but I do feel like health related, but something fast is like, I don't know what else to say about that, but it's just the way that she showed it or indicated this taking place. So bear with me. I need to ask you whether dad's living or dad's deceased. I have to talk about a father figure that I feel either disconnected from, or there's something about like a distance issue or disconnect with. Do you understand that?
Are you asking if someone's passed or just
not passed
around?
I feel like in life, emotionally or connection wise, like a disconnect.
Me personally?
I have to assume so. First of all, let's back up. Do you understand why I would have this woman coming through and with the way I'm describing something in the chest region?
I think so.
And sudden, is this like a mother figure or older female to you?
Not to myself, to someone else.
But a mother figure?
Yeah.
So I need you to remember that, okay? Because she seems to be coming through. Since I'm not talking about your mother, do you know if in that family, is it for a female living?
Yeah.
Do you know if she's disconnected from dad or hasn't had the connection with dad?
Disconnected.
Because this is all coming through part and parcel, okay? So it's funny, Michelle, you're here, you're having the reading.
Right.
I'm giving you messages for a friend. But that's why I warn you. Is this the person you would have talked to earlier?
Yes.
Get the hell out.
Yeah. The last person I spoke to before I came here.
And you had a conversation about, I wonder if this could happen?
Yeah.
This is too cool.
She's like, give me my message.
Is that what she said to you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's try to do this, and then we'll get on to who you're hoping for.
Okay.
No promises. But so the mother figure is for this other female that you're connected to that's living. Something chest related?
Yeah.
Okay, fast.
Yes.
Okay. But not an accident.
No.
Okay. Then I need to talk about the disconnect from dad in life, emotionally, whatever this is. I feel like they're just, it didn't feel healthy or doesn't feel healthy.
Right.
Okay, so this is the way the mother figure was bringing it through. I had no clue it's not your mom. She just comes through like mom.
We're not related. Yeah.
I believe you. So all I can tell you is I feel like for the daughter, the living daughter figure, it's like the mother understands the whole disconnect thing and all of that. And I feel like presently speaking, the way that she is handling it is fine.
Right.
Meaning your friend. But there will be a change that will come where she's going to have to soften or change her perspective on something for her own well-being.
Right.
Okay? It's not about letting dad off the hook or forgiveness, or it's not that type of thing. It's about, it gets to the point how it affects her daughter.
Right.
And that seems to be the issue she's concerned about. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Based on what you know?
Yep, completely.
Okay. And she might tell you, your friend, I don't give a shit about him. I don't think about him. I'm done with it. She's not being entirely honest. She believes it. Her brain tells her, you know, I'm done with him.
Yeah.
He's not a factor in my life anymore. That's not the truth of it, and the mother knows it. So there will be something that'll come about, and it'll change, and she'll have to soften for whatever reason, but it's for her benefit, not his.
Right.
Okay? Now, whether this seems really out far field or not for you, do you know a male that was either thrown or ejected from something that would have caused his death? Because he's the second one that I'm feeling coming in. Okay. And I felt him before we started talking, but he was the mother figure was that remember I said I have 2 people, maybe 3?
Right.
I couldn't tell if the dad was deceased or not. And then I thought, no, he must be living. So I just feel like the 2. But know that the mom, the dad thing for your friend. Then I have to talk about a male that to me passes what I would call young, relatively young. And I feel like he's either thrown, ejected, or something to that nature.
Right.
Okay? And then it's impact trauma death is the way that he's acknowledging this. Were you hoping for him? Or
In
no?
a way.
In a way.
One of the people. Yes.
One of the people?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if he's going to be talkative or not, but he is standing right here in front of you. And the mother figure is standing behind you.
Okay.
The connection to what I would call the young man, thrown, ejected, trauma. Is this a person at your level but past young? Okay.
Yes.
And do you still have ties or connections to the family, or why would he come through, or is it directly linked to you?
Friends,
Friends,
not necessarily the family.
But you have still connections?
Yes.
Okay. There's stupidity around this. So what I need to tell you is he's not pointing fingers or taking on responsibility, meaning just him. There's a collective stupidity.
Okay.
So just, I don't know if it's an alcohol thing or just a bad behavior thing as far as choices.
Okay.
But then I feel like it happens and I'm thrown and ejected. I keep saying that, but it's weird when I feel that feeling of being thrown or falling, which doesn't happen to all car accidents. So I don't know if he's on a bike or a snowmobile or what, but it's kind of got that open-aired feeling.
That's exactly what it would say.
Because it's like I might have known better, should have known better, I didn't do better. Plain and simple. But are you okay? One more. Individual you're hoping to hear from today, no details of relationship.
The first name? Ron.
Ron. Just yes or no, okay? Cardiac?
In a way. Had issues with that.
Okay. Not his cause of death?
No.
He brings up heart stuff. He really does.
Yeah.
Okay. First swear word of your reading.
Oh my goodness.
Warning. No. Couldn't tell me shit. Couldn't tell me shit. Do you know why he would reference that?
Yeah.
Is this his stubbornness or his bullheadedness?
Yeah.
Good guy.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't tell me shit. He's not apologizing for that either.
I'm not surprised.
He's not apologizing. It's like, I have to face things and that's the way that it was. So you understand? Is there, just bear with me here, okay? Is there a technical reason that you would be aware of why he would show me question marks in regards to his death? Now, there could be clear-cut signs and indications that we are unequivocally aware of what killed him. But he brings up question marks. So I don't know if there's a group of people that think accident or accidental death, or or people that and people that think he did something to cause his death. But there's this feeling of question marks that come up around this, and I don't get it. I think somebody doesn't want to own the truth of his death that's still living. That, if 1 + 1 = 2, they don't see that math.
Okay.
because they don't want to. And I'm going to tell you, right or wrong, it's a female that he's indicating that sees it this way
Okay.
and can't let herself go there.
Okay.
So I don't know what it means, but he's bringing up question marks, and yet I think technically people know how he died. So I'm conflicted why question marks.
Okay.
Does that even remotely make sense to you?
In a way.
Do you
I
know,
can put the pieces together.
do you know why he would be taking accountability
Yeah.
for how he dies?
Mm-hmm.
And it all goes back to when he cursed and said, you couldn't tell me bleep, you know.
That's exactly what it would say.
Because it's like, I might have known better, should have known better, I didn't do better. Plain and simple. But he's are you okay? One more. I gotta get you laughing. Tears are good, but
No, that's exactly what it would say.
okay. He needs you to know that maybe, I don't want to say for the first time, but for the first time in a long time, it's like he's stepping up to the plate to own it. And he just wants you to know that. And that, you know, people can't change the past and we can't rewrite it.
Yeah.
But the best he can do is step up, own it, and take some accountability for this. It's funny because this pig-headed, stubborn, bullheaded, what other adjective have I left out, aspect to this man is one of the things we love about him. And yet it drove us insanely mental.
That's right.
So just know, you know, it's like a double-edged sword. The thing that drove us crazy the most, there's other people he must be talking about because he's had me twice now refer to a plural situation.
Okay.
Where it's like the thing that drove us nuts the most about him is the thing we miss the most about him.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh. The time period that you knew Ron?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason why he would make me feel like when it comes, how do I say this?
I'm not sure.
And it's televised.
Oh, goodness.
It's not bad, but he has you being like a puppet.
Okay.
This has to do with something to do with your family, what I would call your biological family connection.
Okay.
Do you know why he would make me feel like the pulling of the strings, like a marionette puppet, and why you had a hard time with the it doesn't even involve him. So he's not talking about him. He wants me to talk about you and the issue with your family. And was there some reason why, in a mature way, in a responsible way, you found it hard to cut strings or ties?
Yes.
Because he has you being a marionette puppet when it comes to either mom, dad, family, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're of age,
Yeah.
but you had a hard time either saying no to or cutting strings in some way, which I feel like you desperately needed to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have been somewhat successful with that, and he's proud of you for that. Do you understand that? Because it seemed to be a big deal why he brought that up.
Yeah.
About you being the puppet, and I feel like, nope, the strings are cut and you're no longer a puppet.
My ex-husband.
Okay. Well,
He didn't like him.
Okay. I just know it's family based,
Yeah.
and you're like being controlled, and you didn't like it, and you tried to break free from it, and then I feel like the strings are now cut, and he's very happy and very proud for you.
He would be.
Okay. You have a lot of regret. You live not so much in the past, but you have a lot of regret over the what if. And I don't mean about his death. I'm not talking about how he died or thinking you could save him, or it's not about that. It's about your own personal issues of life. And when you think, I don't know what you think you've wasted time with, or that you wish, you know, wish all you want. Wish you could go back, start over, and not because you have an ex-husband. That could be part of it. But there's other issues that I feel like you feel like might have been a waste of time or bad decisions, and it's like, I wonder if this will ever happen for me now, or will I ever have this kind of thing. And I feel like he makes me feel like sometimes you live so much in the past with regret about your own life. He always said that to you in life?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's still lecturing and preaching.
I'm not surprised. And that spreads it all.
And I just feel like sometimes you get caught up in, you're a good person, do you not? You do?
Yeah.
He makes me feel like you get stuck on that sometimes. Seriously, and it's always in a past historical way that he's referencing this, but you're a good person. So, do you have children?
Yes.
Can I ask you why he would make me feel specifically, even though you have children, a regret issue about a child or about a pregnancy or about an issue? Because it would be easy for me to say, oh, I must have been wrong.
Yeah.
Because you have children, and it's like, I have children. You don't regret the children you have.
Right.
But he brings up something right from the start when I talked about regret and the history in the past.
Yeah.
That you can't go back, relive, or change, and you just have to accept.
Okay.
Okay? But it has to do with a pregnancy, a child, or not having it.
Right.
You understand?
Completely.
You got to let that go. That has more baggage on you than you even know, he says. You might think it's not an issue, or I've processed it, or I've accepted it. Bull. Do you understand?
Completely.
Would be your chance if you
I
want
want to know if he was in pain.
Before he died? I'm supposed to ask you if you have any questions at this point in time. A boatload?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask one, or are you okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to ask, but it would be your chance if you
I
want
want to know
to.
if he was in pain.
Before he died? Why the baby girl comment? Why would he say that?
Baby girl.
Baby girl. Why would he make that reference?
I was baby girl.
You're his baby girl? He just keeps saying baby girl, baby girl.
I'm the youngest daughter.
Okay. He just keeps calling you baby girl, like he says baby girl when because he responded to your question already, was he in pain? But he's like, baby girl. He's kind of funny.
I know.
He's like, yeah, hell yeah, I was in pain. He's not going to lie to you.
I know. He doesn't beat around the bush.
He's like, hell yeah, baby girl. That's how he talked. That's what he said to me. And he's like, yeah, I was in pain. But it's long gone. He doesn't live in that state. He doesn't keep experiencing that. Have you ever been in pain?
Yeah.
Oh, God, you have children.
All the time.
Did you? This is really good for TV. Did you have natural birth?
Sure did.
Then you probably know
He knows.
pain. Then you know pain.
Yeah.
And you know that pain's there, and it's gut-wrenching, and it's, I'm talking like I know what childbirth is like.
I know, right?
Right. But it's here, and then it's gone.
Right.
And then you kind of forget about it.
Right.
And yet you can remember the intensity.
Exactly.
But you don't keep reliving it. His death was like your childbirth.
Okay.
Hurt like hell. But it didn't last forever. So he wants you to know that, okay? He wants you to know that. And did you have aspirations at one point to either work in or want to follow up on something like in a medical way?
Yes.
You didn't follow through with it.
I know.
That's okay. But I want you to know whether you think it is or not. He said, like, it's not too late. So it may not be in the same degree or in the same way that you had originally intended, but I feel like something's not too late that you could pursue. It just might be different, but you'll end up where you need to be. But I feel like whatever this passion or this interest was,
I didn't know if he would want me to.
in the medical,
Yeah.
helping people, why wouldn't he?
Just to find information. I was trying to find information.
Oh, about him. That's not what he's talking about. What did you want to do in the past that was in a medical way that you didn't follow through with? For yourself, career-wise or work-wise? I can't let you take it to what you just did, because that's not the way he made me feel. And he makes me feel like something's not too late.
I was thinking of going back to school.
Bingo.
That was one of our last conversations.
Bingo. I can't have you think it's about checking up on his medical reports.
Yeah.
That's not what he's indicating. I feel like it's not too late. Is there anything that's going to have shades of something to do with medical or healthcare around this?
I wanted to be a phlebotomist.
A blood taker.
Blood sucker, as you could call it.
Blood sucker, but you sample the blood. You do blood testing.
I wanted to do
That's
that.
health related.
I know.
He makes me feel like it's not too late. It's not about checking up on his records. It's about
funny.
You can put your mind to it and your nose to the grindstone and still can accomplish this or do something very similar to this, so you don't have more regrets down the road, because I feel like you would be good at this, and it's about helping people.
Right.
Poking them with needles helps. Go imagine.
That's funny.
Why? Because it was one of your last conversations, you said.
One of our last conversations was about me going back to school. The phlebotomist thing was last year, but he didn't want me to go back to school because it would cost money.
Is he cheap?
Oh yeah.
Well, he's got to change your heart now.
Oh yeah.
Because he makes me
So
feel
I
like
was wondering, I'm like, oh, should I go back to school now, or?
See, he's answering your question. It's not too late.
Yeah.
And what do you feel bad about the grave about? He's just bringing that up and he's like, knock it off. Knock it off.
He didn't have a will or insurance or anything when he passed, because we didn't know he was sick. So I didn't know if, being how cheap he was, if he would want me to bury his ashes or just keep them, or what to do. So I put it off, and then I ended up just burying them.
Not in a plot?
In a plot.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go and buy an individual
I
one.
had-
He's kind of with someone.
Somebody else.
Yes.
So Thrifty Ron would probably be okay with that.
That's what I was thinking. I figured I'd go the cheapest route, because he wouldn't want me to go and buy an individual, and he'd be like, save your
He
money.
does not want you feeling bad about the grave. That's plain and simple.
That's funny.
What you did, you
I was
did
just
for
talking
love.
about that on the way here to myself. I'm like, if something's going to happen, please talk about that.
About the grave?
Please let me know if you're happy with that.
He's very content with it. He just
Okay.
doesn't want you struggling with feeling cheap or feeling bad or incomplete about something around the grave. He's good with it. He's good with it. Okay? You did a good thing. You showed him in a thrifty way how much you love him.
You know, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, if it's got to be done, we may as well go the cheapest route. So.
It's kind of like a no frills manner way.
Exactly. I do love no frills.
Box his own groceries.
There you go.
I don't know why your mom still wasn't with him.
Don't
I'm kidding.
Well.
I'm kidding. I don't even want to know. No, he's with you. I promise you he is.
My birthday's May 5th, and my friend Scott passed away May 4th, early into the morning, 1 o'clock, coming home from work on his motorcycle. And he died, and that was a motorcycle accident. I'm not sure the details behind it. I know that there was a Mazda 3 involved. Whether he died right away or not, I didn't ask family details, but he passed away January 23rd this year. He went in the hospital on January 21st with pneumonia, was put on life support, and died 2 days later of lung cancer. And we didn't know he was sick. And he never got to say goodbye, and we never got to say anything to him while he was still, like how we're sitting here talking, right? Just wanted to know if he was in pain, and I wanted to know when he was passing. I walked into the hospital, and we didn't know when he was going to pass. We walked in, and they're like, he's not going to make it through the day. So I called my son, who's 4 years old now. I called him at school, and the teacher held the phone up to him, and I made him record a message. He didn't know what was happening, obviously, but we lived with my dad. And I said, when do you want to tell Grandpa? And he said, I love you more than anything in the world. I just want to know that he heard it. Since my son couldn't be there to say goodbye.